So for today's video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be talking to you guys about luxury goods I would not invest my money in. Obviously, you're probably just like, hello, your entire channel is about luxury goods and you do so many unboxings and reviews. But I feel like there are certain things I would definitely never spend my money on, and I kind of wanted to share that with you guys in case like you were wondering on what luxury goods are definitely worth saving your money on and not spending your money on. So I decided to split this into 5 different categories of least to most things that I would definitely never spend my money on. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Stephanie here on YouTube, and if you like luxury, fashion, lifestyle videos, then you should definitely hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell to get notified when I upload new videos. So for category number 5, I'm going to start off with handbags. So handbags is definitely something of a guilty pleasure of mine that I definitely love to spend my money on when it comes to luxury goods. But I feel like when it comes to handbags, I'm very picky and make sure it's a bag that I know it's going to be considered an investment piece or a classic piece. Because I feel like for me, I tend to do impulse buys sometimes, but I've realized that whenever I go for that trendy bag, I immediately regret it. Of course, in the beginning, I don't regret it at all because it's the it bag. Like, everyone wants it. You see everyone on Instagram, all the influencers have it, celebrities have it, but then you notice after like a year it's just gone. Like, nobody wants that bag anymore. If you wear that bag, it's like weird because it's just considered old now, and like that was so last year, not this year. To me, when it comes to bags, I think the number one thing to not spend your money on is trendy bags. That is something I feel like in the long run you probably will regret. But again, that is just my opinion, because if you're the type of person who doesn't really care about what's going on trendy wise and it's just a bag that you love, then definitely just go for it and buy it. But I know for me personally, I'm the type of person where I like to be with like the incoming trends, and like it definitely does bother me once that bag just disappears and like no one wears it anymore and it's no longer considered the it bag. I just feel uncomfortable wearing it. And then on top of that too, obviously if you try to sell that bag, you're not gonna get anywhere close the amount of money that you spent on that bag. So it's definitely not a good investment in that way, because not only did you spend all this money, you're literally probably only going to get a quarter amount of money that you spent on that trendy bag. For category number 4, this one I'm going to talk about jewelry. I think jewelry is kind of a tricky category just because there are obviously a lot of jewelry pieces that are trending, but at the same time, no matter if it's trending or considered a classic piece, you're never, like, it has a very bad or like low resale value. Unless you are some jeweler and you specialize in jewelry, then you could definitely get your money towards that like expensive jewelry piece, but other than that, you're not really gonna get your money's worth on that. I mean, for me, I've noticed, and I've talked to people before, if you are to invest in jewelry pieces, I would definitely go with the brand name pieces, you know, like Cartier or like Gucci or, you know, top brands like that, because obviously if you go to resell it, again, you won't get as much money as you paid for it, but because it has that big brand and it's known to the general audience, you will probably get a good amount of money back then. Again, when it comes to jewelry pieces, I definitely tend to look at, do I really like this luxury piece for myself? Is this something that I'm going to wear every day? Because I think that's a big thing for me too, is that in order for me to invest in jewelry pieces, I want to make sure that I'm going to get my use out of it. Like, another big thing that I like ask myself too when I'm buying jewelry is, is this something that I'm just going to end up selling later on, or is it something that I genuinely actually like for myself and can see myself wearing every day? So bottom line is, for jewelry, I think you should definitely be very picky with yourself when it comes to jewelry and just buy it for yourself, not because of what's going on in social media or trending. Is this just something that you genuinely like and want to see yourself wear every day? Or is this kind of just going to be something that, you know, you're into for 1 month but then don't want the next month? For category number 3, so this I decided to put right in the middle just because I feel like it's like a love-hate relationship with me, and I really still just don't know at this point. But honestly, I think the more I think about it, I think it's something that I really shouldn't invest my money in, and this is shoes. So shoes, I feel like, are, when it comes to luxury goods, definitely on the cheaper side when it comes to like purses and jewelry. At least for shoes, they'll be like at least under $1,000 for the most part. But at the same time, when it comes to shoes, you want to make sure that it's something that you're okay with wearing every day. And if you do that, obviously over time it won't look like the way it was when you first bought it, and it's gonna start changing in color. It's gonna get dirty very easily and worn out. So for me, I kind of learned that the hard way, because I feel like in the beginning when I first was starting to add to my luxury collection, I always wanted to buy shoes since it was something a little bit easier for me to save up for. But in the long run, I just felt like it was kind of pointless, because I felt like I was so hesitant on wearing those shoes because I had to think about what the weather was like. Where exactly was I going? If I'm going to this place, is there gonna be mud on the floor? Is it gonna be messy? I don't go to that many fancy events, so a lot of the times I am just going to be doing your casual things that you would do on a day-to-day basis. So I think that was one thing that I felt really annoyed about when it comes to luxury shoes, or I had to just come to terms with myself that, am I okay with getting these pair of shoes dirty? Because in the long run, it's not going to look as nice as it did when you first unboxed it. I think that's why I kind of died down when it comes to luxury shoes, unless it's something that I really like. Like, I feel like the Chanel sneakers, I will forever love those, and I just like the look of it. But I've just come to terms now saying that it's going to get dirty, it's not going to look like it used to, and am I okay with that? Which I feel like now I am, and I'll kind of just clean it on the side and still kind of like obviously be cautious of what the weather's going to be like. But at least now I feel like it's not something that I would gravitate to as much as I did when I first was doing my luxury collection. Number 2 as a category on my list is, this is kind of just, I guess, accessories, but sunglasses. This is like the worst thing possible that you can invest your money on, because let's be real, I mean, I'm from the East Coast, so it's only sunny so often here. So how often am I going to be wearing these sunglasses? And 2, I feel like a lot of people tend to lose their sunglasses. So I don't know. To me, it's kind of annoying because I don't know what it is. Like, I love like those huge black designer sunglasses. But at the same time, is it worth spending like $500, $600 on these sunglasses that you're not going to wear every day, only going to wear for certain seasons of the year, and you might like lose it? Because I don't know about you guys, but I feel like when it comes to sunglasses, I'm always constantly just putting it on my head. So like if I bend down, it just falls, so then I have scratches on it, or it breaks on me. Or like I'll put it down on the table while I'm eating, and then I'll leave and forget that I had those sunglasses with me. So I feel like it could just easily get lost. It could easily just get scratched, broken. It's just not something that you're going to have high maintenance on because they're a pair of sunglasses. I feel like I'd rather just buy a cheap pair of sunglasses that I could just wear and not really have to think about and care about. And if I lose it, it's like, oh well, $6 down the drain. Is that really that big of a deal versus like $500 down the drain? So because I still love designer sunglasses, I think I just have a certain amount, or really think about the sunglasses that I want. So bottom line is, I feel like sunglasses really aren't worth the pricing. I mean, I feel like it's okay to invest in like 1 or 2 pair of like high-end designer sunglasses, but again, just like be very cautious when you do wear those. I guess wear it to like nice events or like a day that you want to feel bougie, but for the most part I would definitely just go on like Shein and buy like $6, $5 pair of sunglasses. Like that was awesome for when I went to EDC. I literally went to Shein and found so many cute pair of sunglasses that matched with my outfit. They were all just like $3, and it was like whatever if I was at the festival and I lost it or if I stepped on it or something. It really just didn't matter because they were so cheap. For the last category, number 1. This is something that I still have yet to this day never spent my money on, and this is clothes. Luxury clothes. I don't even know where to begin with this. This is definitely something that I would not spend my money on unless I was like a millionaire or a billionaire, because then it's like, to me it's like, of course I'm not even gonna look at the price tag, so what does it matter that this t-shirt is $500? But to me, I never spent money on clothes just because fashion, just in general, when it comes to clothes, 1 month they're in, the next month they're not. I feel like it's just tricky with clothes because they're constantly changing. Yes, we recycle when it comes to fashion stuff, but again, even when we recycle, it's still not the same as it was before. To me, I just feel like I would never spend my money, and of course this is just my opinion, I would never spend my money on designer clothes just because, especially for someone like me where I'm constantly changing my style, there's things that I like 1 minute and the next minute I don't like it, so I just don't feel like it's worth it. And especially a big example of this is that I wanted that huge Balenciaga sweater with like the logo all over it. I really wanted that so badly, and I think it cost around $2,000 for that sweater, and it was so in, and I felt like everyone was wearing it. I'm like, oh, I definitely would wear that every day because it's a sweater, and you know, since I'm on the East Coast, it'd be like something nice and cozy to wear, and I would definitely wear it more than once. But let's be honest, I probably, knowing me, especially the way that I am with my clothes, I hate recycling them. So if I wear it once and post pictures with it or show that I'm out with it, I'm not going to want to wear it again because it's a huge sweater with so many logos. So how many times could you actually recycle that to the point where people are just like, okay, does this girl like own anything else besides this like Balenciaga sweater? So again, that's just my opinion and how I am. But I was really glad that I never ended up splurging and buying that sweater because I know I would immediately either regret it or end up just reselling it at the end of the day because I've worn it like 6 times already, so how many more times could I possibly wear it? And it's obviously not in anymore. Like I don't really see people wearing that or investing in that piece. I think that's really it as far as my top 5 categories of what I would not spend my money on when it comes to luxury goods. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Obviously, again, this is just my opinion and how I categorize what I would spend my money on when it comes to luxury goods, but everyone's different, everyone has different opinions. So honestly, if you guys see different points of view, definitely leave a comment down below letting me know what you feel like you use your money towards when it comes to luxury goods, or things that you definitely would never spend your money on when it comes to luxury goods. So again, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll check you guys out in my next video. Bye!